So, praise the Lord, everybody. Another chance to come before you again. Here, about to teach another class, this time at the St. Josephine's house in Northwest DC. Thanking God for opportunities that He continues to give and opens up the doors to and for. I just wanted to always try to lay down some encouragement um, to you all, not only to you, but for myself as well, because I need it just as well as you do. Um, so, in the 38th chapter of Isaiah, Hezekiah he finds out that he is sick and he has something of a terminal illness, right? And so he turns to face God, he turns to the wall, essentially turning to face God to pray to Him for the deliverance and for mercy. Um, and sometimes we can find ourselves that instead of turning to God, and I'm not saying everybody, God forbid, I'm not saying everybody, we can find ourselves turning to other people. Nothing wrong with asking somebody else to pray or something like that. Nothing. Prayer is definitely a weapon. Don't get it twisted. Um, but actually turning to God and actually making your petition to Him, uh, I believe it carries a far greater weight than uh, to even assemble with others in prayer or to ask someone else to pray, because there's a, there's times that come where we might be in a situation where all we can say is Jesus. All we might have is an opportunity to just say Jesus. Have you ever been in a car accident? If you've ever been in a situation where it looked like disaster was imminent, right? Like nothing could stop it. If you can get in your mind that, you know what, no matter what the situation, I'm going to turn to God. No matter how hard it gets, I'm going to turn to God, right? No matter who turns their back on me, I'm going to turn to God. And even if you have a spouse or you have a living relationship, that still shouldn't stop us from turning to God. And then what happens when, uh, you know, that spouse or that living friend or whatever doesn't believe in God or won't join you in prayer? Then what? So Hezekiah turns to God in prayer, and God ends up answering his prayer by extending his life. You never know how much it could affect the outcome of things if we practice to turn to God in every situation, in every problem, for every solution. He has told us time and time again in the scriptures that He would never leave us and or forsake us, right? He's going to be with us until the end of the world, right? But He's also said that His strength is made perfect in weakness. So I pray for every one of us that He gives us the strength to continue to look to Him. Before we look to anybody else, we look to our Creator, the ruler of all things, the real master of the universe. So, um, remember, prayer is a powerful weapon. It is. Prayer does change things. It does. But turning to face Him, even if you can't get on your knees, it's not about posture, even if you can't get on your knees, turn to Him and have a conversation with Him before we would have one with anyone else. And I've got to work on that myself. So I encourage you, turn to God. No matter how big, how small, right? Things may seem, or the situation may seem like, oh, I got this, I can handle this on my own, I don't need to. Turn to Him. But so-and-so said that I can turn to Him. It's your choice. Turning to Him is a very wise choice. All right? Until next time, God bless.